welcome to the New Recruits, part of Spindown Productions. My name's Ken.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're going to talk about Eternal Masters. Probably the best bang for your buck, wouldn't you say?
For the most part.
So this is one of the more value sets, and some people open it and say, well, I didn't get any Force of Wills or Sensei's top, so I'm going to move on. And then they just put it in their pile of stuff, and they never look back at the cards. But there's value in there. And there's stuff that can go in any given deck you're building. So let's say we open this and find out what the pull is. All right. Oh, that new bag sound. Ah, beautiful. Bloodbraid Alpha, show me a foil. Show me that tasty, tasty foil.
You're like Polly Crew in the movie Son-in-Law.
All right. Oh yeah, I remember the secret text for Conspiracy 2. Good times. All right, first up we have Duress. I'm not the biggest fan of discard effects in Commander.
That's because you're not playing it right.
That's because I'm not playing Wheel and Deal with.
I think Lazab, your mastermind, says otherwise.
Really? Okay. So target opponent reveals their hand, and you choose a non-creature, non-land card from it, and then they discard that card.
See, now I'm a fool because Lazab checks specifically for when a creature goes to the graveyard.
Yeah. So bag of dicks.
Well.
Find that and eat it. Anyway, so that's it's a fine card if you're just going 1v1. I think this is more for the French rules. So you can turn 1 Duress, turn 2 Bitter Blossom. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on from there because I think we've hit the dead end on that one. Next up, we got Borderland Marauder. Get there in red. Nothing like a 2
When he enters the battlefield, no, when he attacks, he gets +2/+0. And in turn, so at best he's a 3/2 on turn 3.
Get there in red. Who doesn't love that? I like doing that. A lot of people on turn 2, turn 3, they don't even have anything out yet.
I mean, if you got a Boros deck, there's probably ways to pump that attack up even higher. So you might get up to 4 or 5 on turn 3, which isn't all that bad.
Anthems, there's plenty of options out there. I think it's something you'd be silly for ignoring. If you're running a humans deck that likes red, this person's worth considering. Next up, we got Rally the Peasants. Get the gang together.
See, that was one of the cards I was thinking about that would work great with that card right there, the one we were just looking at.
There we go. So the deck's building itself, folks. So creatures can only get +2/+0 until end of turn. It's an instant, which is definitely worth considering because they go from taking 4 from your 1/1 soldiers to taking 8, 9, 10, whatever.
Well, not to mention, it's also got the flashback for red as as well. So you can also, for all in all, for 6 mana, all your creatures get +4/+0. Seems pretty good when, hell, declare blockers. There you go.
Neat.
Yep.
Don't forget that instant. Don't forget that flashback. Loved Innistrad. That was definitely one of my favorites.
I think Aroas decks and also Saskia decks really don't play that card as much as they should.
Yeah, Saskia decks would be fine with that. Aroas, he runs out of gas fast, and that is a great way to get a little bit more fuel in the fire. Next up, we've got Deadbridge Shaman. It's an elf. Step 1, be an elf. Step 2, value. When it dies, target opponent discards a card. I'm not the biggest fan of this. Yes, it's an elf. Yes, it loves dying. If you're in a great sacrifice deck, cool.
You got Jared Golgari Lichlore, who can sacrifice that, take 3
damage to everybody.
And then one opponent will discard a card. But also the new Yahenni can sacrifice that to make himself indestructible.
That too. What I don't like about this is that it fuels their delve.
Yep.
It gives them an outlet to be like, oh, sweet, I will discard this reanimate target, and then I will do my thing.
Well, if you're running Yahenni, then you've got to be running Leyline in the Void, Tomar's Crypt,
exactly.
Bajuka Bog, all those graveyard hate effects, because if not, then you're going to be really vulnerable to any sort of recursion.
It's true. So, you definitely want to be packing that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, I don't think it's that effective. A 3/1 is fine. It'll trade probably.
I think it's still best in Yahenni, and that's probably it.
Yeah. Next up, I actually really like this guy, Civic Wayfinder, ETB. Search the library for a basic land card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. And if you do, you shuffle your library. 3 mana 2/2. Again, it says elf right there. Which is already fantastic. It is card draw to a point. In these 4-color greedy mana bases, you probably want something that finds you some lands. It does put in your hand instead of onto the battlefield. I'd probably prefer Borderland Ranger, but
yeah, it's definitely that starter card that you get to use until you get something better. But if you're doing like a green-black elf tribal deck, it's perfect fit, especially at 3 mana. Green jumps from 2 to 4. green does have some 3 mana. Don't get me wrong, they definitely do. Yeah. But the ones that are 3 mana, like Oracle and Medaya, well, that's $25. Yeah. At least this for now to get you by.
Yeah, it's true. And it doesn't even ramp you. It doesn't even give you a jump. You're just making sure you have a land drop.
Yeah, and it doesn't trigger landfall either, which.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure. Again, like you said, you put it best. Budget. It's a good starter card. Next up, we got Screeching Scarab. When it enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Sidisi says hello. It triggers and gets you a zombie. It is a zombie, and it mills you, fueling your delve, fueling your reanimator. And you get to have a great time with that.
Yeah. Another deck you could also work with is the Brother and Sister, the new black-green one there from Shadows over Innistrad.
Oh yeah, Gisand's Ralph.
Yeah, because they can play 1 creature per turn on their turn out of the graveyard. So at least with this, you have an effective blocker, and where he's only 2 mana, you should have plenty of mana left over to still cast a creature out of the graveyard.
I love how Wizards will ban Dredge in every opportunity they get, but when it comes to Commander, just throw us all the fun toys. I'm all for it. Moving on from there, Commune with the Gods. This was one of my old favorites from when I gave a damn about Standard. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card or an enchantment card from among them into your hand and put the rest into your graveyard. Again, fuel for days. So far, we have a really solid Sidisi deck brewing with these past few cards alone.
Or Tasigur.
Tasigur would be a great, not Teneb. I'm calling it right now. We're not building Teneb. So it loads up your graveyard. It's 2 mana card draw in a graveyard deck. And yeah, I'll use the dick fingers a lot. But I just really enjoy this card.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't see a downside to it. It does say sorcery.
It's not an instant, yeah.
Hey, speaking of elves, the elf.
Yep, there's 3 of them. There's actually 3 creatures that all have the same exact ability. Yeah. 1 green, or 1/1, that adds 1 green in your mana pool. There's Llanowar Elves, there's Elvish Mystic, and then there's the really, really old one that came in From the Vaults 20. I run all 3 of them in my
Finhorn Elves.
Yeah, I run all 3 of them in my Wart the Raid Mother deck. I'm not typically a French Commander player, but I run all 3 of that because I made it French legal. But you know, that deck's a lot of fun.
You blow up lands, you whore. Anyway, it's an elf. The fun fact, they decided to stop printing Llanowar Elf and making reprints of it because it says elves and it's only 1 creature, and that bugged them.
Yeah, but you know, Monarch at the beginning, the end step.
At the beginning,
they don't reprint
your
those.
End step. Yeah. I don't think we're going to see Monarch again.
They don't reprint
Next
those.
up, Fog. So, Fog. I've always been a fan of Fog. It has gotten me more times than I like to admit.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm swinging in after Pilfording for a while against Xenagos, and all of a sudden,
Fog.
They get a whole other turn to swing at me.
Yeah, Angus McKenzie loves it because it's another Fog effect.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Atraxa loves it as well because it has all those Planeswalkers.
Yep.
And usually doesn't have a way to protect them other than enchantments. And this, for 1 green, it's got access to it.
You need blockers for them walkers.
Yeah.
You just vomit out Planeswalkers all day. Or play stacks. Atraxa is oppressive. Anyway, we promise we're going to stop talking about Atraxa at some point. Moving on. Phantom Monster.
Well,
that certainly is a flyer.
This is like deja vu.
It's certainly running through like that. 4 mana 3/3. It flies.
Yeah.
It is not a spirit.
No, but it's also an illusion, and it might be worse because at least illusions have that cool ability where if it becomes a target of something, you sacrifice it. And I'm gonna give you that.
Why do you want that ability on there?
I don't know. Just make an illusion, but
probably flavor.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna build a blue-white flying deck, like Asperia is probably your best option for that.
Yeah, like if I'm building blue-white flyers, I'm gonna force Bird Tribal and have a great time with that. But yeah, I don't recommend Phantom Monster, but if you really need a flyer, it's actually pretty efficiently costed, especially for blue. Blue doesn't get that much power for that low amount of mana that often. I think that's why it's in Eternal Masters. Calciderm, Filthy Casuals unite under what should be a bad card. This is back when your 5/5s for 4 came with a downside, and then when they came up with that Beetle in Return to Ravnica, when they came out with Polychronos, they started giving you upsides with them. Vanishing 4, so again, Trax can up those numbers. A Blink deck would love it. Brago can just keep blinking him, so that way he comes down and has more counters on him. He's got Shroud, so he's not really touchable by their stuff.
You can't even target it with Brago, though.
You know what? Brago does target, doesn't he? Yeah, you're right. You can't flick him.
See, I'm not a fan of this guy because Shroud's are right in some situations, but for the most part, I'm spoiled by Hexproof.
Yeah, Hexproof is just stone better.
Yeah.
Just that's the bottom line. All right. So, Ancestral Mask.
See, this is the card that I love.
This card's nasty. Ural left this at your house.
Yeah. And like I like this card because a lot of people read this and they read it wrong for the first time, and then they realize and go, oh.
Yeah, each enchantment on the battlefield.
Yeah, not just your own. So
not just your own. It's like, oh, it's 4 over here. That's cool. You've got one. You've got one. You've got one. You played Burgeoning and thought that would be your friend, didn't you?
Yeah. Hey, your commander is a god. Well, it just gave me +2/+2.
Just throw on the Bane impression. You think enchantments are your ally. I was born in it. Molded by it. I never saw commander damage till I was just a man. All right, anyway. This is a fantastic card. I could see this working out really well in a lot of decks, even if you're not entirely enchantment focused. I mean, you're a green Voltron deck.
It's really good in the Sigarda.
It's great in Sigarda.
Yeah, it's really good in Sigarda. Especially with the fact that she'd be hexproof, flying. You can't sacrifice her, and gets all the bonuses in the world.
You know what? Xenagos would actually still would love this too because he usually plays things like Fires of Yavimaya, give your stuff haste. He usually he is an enchantment. He'll usually play his friend Nylea to give all the stuff trample because he doesn't give trample. So that's definitely worth considering. That's definitely worth talking about.
I don't know about Xenagos though, because you usually throw the creature at them and then you're losing the enchantment. But it could be good at Angus Mackenzie though, because that's effectively another way to win because Angus Mackenzie fogs and uses planeswalkers, but at least you can put this on him, and then you could almost try to win with commander damage.
So all those all ghostly prison effects are working for you.
Yeah, so you do +1 Elspeth, Sun's Champion, blow up everything that's power 4 or greater.
Slam this on this guy.
Yeah, because he's
then he gets +12/+12.
Yep.
And
just one-shot him.
And then just have fun, just digging right in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think this card is severely underrated. Get your foils now. We got the worst shrine.
No, I don't think it's the worst shrine. I think the red one's the worst one because the red one just does 1 damage to our creature and player.
It's removal.
It's commander.
Triggers Bloodthirst.
What are you gonna get rid of? 1 token?
You get rid of utility guys like Death. Nope, he's got 2 toughness.
Yep. We're gonna kill their. You're gonna kill their Stolen Summon Rackham.
He has 2 toughness as well, so it still sucks.
Yep.
Triggers Rakdos. I think that's worth mentioning. But that's not the card we're talking about today. We're talking about one that gains you 2 life for each shrine you control.
Well, I mean, at minimum, you put it in Alero.
You're playing this on turn 4.
Who cares?
This is your turn 4.
Yeah, in Alero, yeah. Then you're getting 4 life a turn, regardless if he's in play or not.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna be an Alero player, they're gonna go after your Segment Bond or your Exquisite Blood.
No one's gonna waste their revoke existence on this.
Oh, Beast Within? Yeah, let me use that on your shrine.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna be used on shrine. Hey, we got the OG Wrath.
Oh, we haven't seen one of these before.
This is a Wrath. They don't make them like they used to. It's 4
mana. They make them better.
They make them more costly.
Day of Judgment.
It's
Supreme Verdict.
Day of Judgment is worse.
Fumigate.
Fumigate is better, but it's also 5 mana.
It's
like better. Bundling. It's like you go to BJ's and get a magic card.
And Hostilities.
And Hostilities does destroy a lot of enchantments. 5 mana.
And Hostility gets rid of the equipments.
Oh, equipments. You're right, not enchantments. Yeah, any permanents attached to them.
Correct.
He does get rid of enchantments. Bestow creatures. Kills them.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Gets rid of
the bestow creatures stay in the play.
You know, all the important bestow creatures that people love playing.
Yes, all 2 of them.
Both of them. Boonsader would like a word with you, sir. So I think I love Wrath. It's a clean card. It does what it's supposed to do. It very rarely will get cut from a solid control deck, and it just, Damnation sees a lot of play, and this is just as good. Yeah. Yavimaya Enchantress. Hey, that's not a foil force, so we'll live with it anyway. Yavimaya Enchantress get +1/+1 for each enchantment on the battlefield. All right.
Can we talk about the artwork?
Can we talk about how gorgeous that is?
I mean, yeah, it's Poison Ivy laying in the forest there, like, yep, I'm here.
Just holding up a bauble.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so pretty.
I mean, you combine that with my card from earlier here, my enchantment. I mean, at minimum, she's going to become a 3/3. Then when you have another enchantment, she's going to become a 4/4, a 6/6.
At minimum, I want to vomit on my shoes. That's terrible. That's so good. Terrible for me, on the receiving end of that.
Yeah, and it's good. Is it an elf or is it a human?
It's a human druid.
Ooh.
Druid tribal is a legit thing. Setessan, pretty sure that I'm saying that name right. The 3-drop druid commander is just phenomenal and very underrated and not even talked about these days. I've seen Azuri. Yeah, she does have 2 power.
Yep.
Azuri doesn't run a whole heap of enchantments though.
No, but it does run burgeoning. It does run burgeoning.
It runs asceticism.
Yep, and it does typically run the mono blue proliferate one just like Atraxa does.
Yeah, anytime you cast a spell, you just proliferate. So I think that's fantastic. I probably would. I don't think it makes the 99.
Not in a lot of decks. It has to be pretty specific. You have to be pretty themed for that.
Yeah. Then our token is a wall.
Sweet.
Nothing like a 5/5 with Defender to really just brighten up your morning.
What makes this?
A dirtly dude.
Okay.
Something that dirtles.
Yeah, I don't even know what makes it.
What makes a wall token? Viewers, comment in the YouTube section. Tell us what makes a wall. Makes a Defender that's just a wave. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. What is your pick for the pack, though? What's the one that you take and you slam in a deck for sure?
Oh, that's my enchantment. No doubt about it.
It's the enchantment. No doubt about it.
Yep.
Not a doubt in your mind.
Nope.
That if you're gonna build a card, if you're gonna put a card in a deck out of this pack,
yep,
this is the one.
Yep.
Not Wrath of God.
I mean, you and I played a lot of games. Like I said before, you're more of a defensive player. I'm more of an aggressive player.
I like solving problems.
You're right, but that's great and all. But if I can hit you harder and faster before you have a chance at Wrath, or the second you go to Wrath and I have a creature in red-green that has haste, and I slap that onto it, or I can counter it and bant.
Bam.
Yeah, I mean, even like I said, even with green-white with Sargada, like we were talking about, there's so much indestructibility in green-white decks, and that enchantment's perfect on that.
It's totally fair, but you get so much value from Wrath these days. It's totally worth it.
I don't think you get as much value as you did,
especially if you're in Carador. You're doing fine. I think the Wrath of God's the pick. If you want to say Ancestral Mask, I will gladly take that 21 commander damage. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a whole heap of fun. Aside from that, you can join us weekly for these pack openings at Spindown Productions.
Next time we open Spore Frog.